Unintelligent Graduate. So this is our first time doing a reaction video, and we're doing a reaction video to Space Jam: New Legacy, the new movie that just came out Friday. And wow, someone already glitching.
Hey, this is the trash can fire of news, motherfucker. This is.
Yeah, I don't know what Scribb's doing.
Sorry, I had my phone started ringing, man. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, so we're just gonna talk about our reactions on the movie. So go ahead, whoever wants starts it off.
All right. I liked it. It was good. It is clearly it's not my Space Jam. You know what I mean? But it's a Space Jam. It's to me it seemed like it was more of a passing of the torch.
Yeah.
To the next for the new kids and stuff. You know what I mean? Overall, I liked it. It was slow at the first 20, 30 minutes of the movie. Not gonna lie, it was like mad slow. And it was it was like a dad 20. PSA, like how to be a good dad PSA. You know what I'm saying? Like work hard and you can achieve stuff if you put your mind to it, kind of stuff. But once he got the Toon World, it shit got mad funny. I liked it. What about you, Chris? What'd you think about it?
Man, I wanted to like it. I really did. But it is like, if you get past the first god awful 20 minutes of the movie, it does like they should just cut. They should have like an HBO cut where they just cut that part out pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Two, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why is LeBron's real kids not in the movie? Like, why are they just not in the movie?
Jordan's kids weren't in the last movie. His wife wasn't even in the last movie.
That's what bothered me. I was like, shit. If this movie's really about family, why is this family not in the movie? You know what I'm saying?
You want a real Space Jam. That's
right. And then 3, Don Cheadle's acting to me was very underwhelming for a guy that's won an Oscar. He's always been a great actor, one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
And to me, I felt like one, it's hard enough to try and portray Don Cheadle as a bad guy. And then 2, he really needed to sell it. And to me, he didn't sell it at all, really. He's trying to be the bad guy. I did like the parts where he started being the different head coaches during the basketball game. Like every time they switched him, he was like Bob Knight.
Yeah, hey, when he was Bob Knight, I was rolling on that one.
Bill Belichick at another point. You know what I'm saying? Like that was funny. Like that to me was like once he started really acting once they got into the whole basketball game of it. But before that, it bothered me like he wasn't animated like Danny DeVito was in the beginning first movie. That really bothered me like he was an actual real person, even though he was a computer program. You know what I'm saying? Like that got at me too. But I mean the guys that took over for the voicings for the Looney Tunes were good. All the like Ready Player One cameos with everything was pretty good.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah. But LeBron's acting was so dry compared to how good he was in that movie with Amy Schumer and them.
Man, he was funny as hell. And I
was surprised like how dry he was.
I think it was more of the writing. You know what I mean?
Something.
It clearly was the writing because I forgot what was the name of the Amy Schumer movie, but when he played the little parts that he had, he acted the hell out of it. And it was like I could see him as an actor, but this one
I think it's more the director. The director's got to bring it out of him.
I had that fucking vibe when Jordan was in Space Jam, and Jordan couldn't really act anyways. The only thing he was like, come on, guys, let's just play some basketball.
But Jordan,
let's just play basketball. And that's what LeBron was. He was going into Michael Jordan mode, like, come on, son,
I'm the best, baby. I'm the best, baby. I felt like this was some grandiose self-ego stroking movie for LeBron James to basically talk about how great LeBron James is throughout his whole life and how he needs to treat his kids better. To me, the whole premise was basically kind of ridiculous. But I was like, come on, man. Like this is the story you come up with for the second movie. Like there's so many different storylines you could have took. I did think it's interesting how they got more basketball players in there to be the bad guys this time. Other than them all,
they had the same amount as the last one.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that was interesting. Instead of them all just touching the ball and their powers go into a goddamn ball somehow. You know what I'm saying? I liked how they did it this way around. You know what I'm saying? That way was cool. I I just don't understand if LeBron's playing his kid to get home. Why didn't he explain it to his kid? Like, hey, I gotta win the game against home, so why don't you just go throw the game for me real quick? You know what I'm saying? Like the whole plot story.
His son didn't believe him.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Why you ain't gonna believe your dad? He might be
because he was already mad at him.
But he's telling you the truth. He's telling you the truth.
But hey, sorry, what do you think about it though? You're the tiebreaker right now.
I thought it was a good movie.
All right, cool.
From the trailer, like when his son got sucked in there, he was like, "Dog!" Like it looked fake. It looked fake, dude. So from the trailers, it looked okay. Yeah. But the movie was good, man. Like to me, it was funnier than Space Jam. The soundtrack wasn't better. Like I listened to the soundtrack Wednesday.
Yeah.
The soundtrack wasn't great, but the songs that they picked off of the soundtrack was good in the movie.
Oh yeah.
And the basketball players they picked was good. Like even I didn't think they was gonna have Klay Thompson. Like, that tripped me out. They had Klay Thompson. I didn't even know he was cool with Klay Thompson like that.
What the hell else is he gonna do with one leg for 2 years, bro? Like, I mean, he's got to do something. Might as well be a CGI basketball player in a movie, bro. Like,
and if you really like, they had the basketball players playing certain monsters, like Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Then you got AD, which was like the bird. It was just a lot of. It was very interesting, and like what Scripps was saying, Don Cheadle was playing the different coaches. The first 20 minutes, it was like an infomercial. But once it got to Toon World, it was dope as hell. I give it a great score, man. It was plus like, for me, also, I don't mean to cut you off, Black.
No, go ahead, bro.
The movie wasn't pertain to us. It's pertained to our kids.
Yeah, they're trying to create a positive role model. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not like no older. I don't think no older person gonna be like, man, it's better than the first one, man. It's way better. I don't think no person our age is gonna say that because we're so used to the first one. But to me, the jokes was funnier. Whoa! Someone raising their hand.
I'm that one.
Hold up.
It is on the bar though. I'm gonna say it's on the bar.
This pisses me off because it just adds to the damn debate of, hey man, who's better, Jordan or LeBron? That's gonna be who made the better movie, man, Jordan or LeBron.
Neither one, because both of them motherfuckers couldn't act in neither one of the movie. It was you go to Space Jam for the cartoonish action and stuff. You know what I mean?
Hey, just like LeBron though, he didn't take the last shot. Pow! That's what I'm talking about.
Hey man, all right, you doing the most. You doing the most. You doing the most. I took him out on purpose. So that's what out on purpose.
And when they went to
the all right, you done with your timeout, motherfucker?
Another great thing about the movie is when they're looking for the other Looney Tunes.
Man, that was funny as hell.
That was dope as hell when they went to the other worlds. I didn't know Game of Thrones was part of WB. I didn't know Harry Potter was part of the W. There was so many movies that I did not know was part of WB.
Bro, when they go get the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, and they were in Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah,
when they were chasing Furiosa, and then Wile E. Coyote, because he don't talk, so he has to do stuff on cards. So he wrote up, "Notice me," and then everybody said, "Notice him." He sprayed the spray paint on his face, and then jumped out with the fork and the knife.
This is what I gotta say about this movie. I feel like they had that part of the movie all done and in mind, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, what the fuck else are we gonna put around this? You know what I'm saying? Like here's a shitty first 20 minutes, and like the ending is whatever. Like it's but we got this in the basketball game. What else are we gonna put around it? You know what I'm saying?
But like the thing that I like a lot about it actually makes me hope that they do that, like they actually take this idea and run with it. Is the whole idea with like with the AI algorithm that Don Cheadle's character was talking about, Warner 3000, but you don't have to do it with don't make it a real thing, but just do it like a kind of like a spinoff to do movies and shit, or just like skits. How they show like Granny and the Matrix. And just do more shit like that. That shit is funny, man. I wanted to see more of that stuff.
I wish
they should have. They don't have to do another Space Jam, but all the worlds and stuff, man.
Yeah, just do that, bro.
They need to do it with the Animaniacs, man. They had them in there.
They were in there.
Yeah, the
Animaniacs was in there, bro. Space Ghost was in there. Dude, I was up there. You know how I am, and I didn't even watch the movie the first time. I just kept pausing it just to see who was in the background and shit. It's too many people to count. But when I saw the Warner Brothers water tower from the Animaniacs was in there, I was just waiting, and then I saw them fools. They were sitting on top of the Marvin and Martian shit.
And then I didn't realize them tackles, like the director Malcolm D. Lee, dog. They was on their stuff, because the funny thing, how you ever watch YouTube a channel called Super Hot Fire?
No.
Did you ever watch that? Okay, it was like when Porky started rapping, and Tweety was like, "Oh,
that's where the clip came from." That was fun. I seen the memes. I seen the memes before.
Oh, you saw the memes?
I seen the memes. They said, "Oh," and it was tweeted. I said, "Oh, hell no, this motherfucker's tripping." That was funny.
You do it, P.I.G.
I was like, literally, I almost shut the movie off at that part. That to me was like so ridiculous.
That was funny, dude.
That was funny, dog.
I had to rewind that because I was like, I know they ain't doing what I thought they were doing. Tweety was like, "Oh,
yeah, he went on the side." Hey, I was rolling, bro. It was dope. Once it gets into the server verse, it's funny as hell. I like this shit. I'm probably one of the few people that would say that this was better than the first because of all the for me all the nostalgic references and shit. Like you had like them old ass Hanna-Barbera cartoons. It was pretty much like a HBO Max Boomerang Cartoon Network commercial because Rick and Morty was in that shit too.
They had a Game Boy in there.
They had a Game Boy in there, and then the part that I was yelling, my wife was like, "You're a nerd." I was when his homeboy gave him the Game Boy. He said, "Yeah, hey, my dad got the one with color in it." I said, "That ain't a Game Boy Color, bro. That's
what I said.
Game Boy.
That's the original big old.
That's the original Game Boy. Now that ain't a Game Boy Color, bro. Because it will say color on it." I said, "My wife's like, you're a nerd." I was like, "All right, that's cool." But
I had a Game Boy Color.
I did too, and I looked at it, I said, "That's not Game Boy Color, dog."
I said the same thing. I was like, "This is the kind of details we're getting in this movie."
But hey, I mean, like that part aside, bro, it was a really enjoyable movie. I'm actually gonna watch it again, though.
And what also made it great as hell was the LeBron jokes. Like,
that was fun.
Jordan, you didn't really see that many jokes coming at Jordan in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the LeBron jokes was funny. Like it's crazy how LeBron took the back seat of getting joked on like that. He didn't take no offense to it.
Jordan did because the whole thing was he was in the middle of him when he was playing for the Barons.
It's the greatest strikeout I've ever seen, Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, they joked on him about that part. But like with LeBron, it was more because there's more drama with LeBron. You know, he left Cleveland, he went to Miami, he left Miami. He went back to Cleveland. He left Cleveland, and then it's like, look out, watch out, Los Angeles. I'm like, yo, is he? It was meta, bro. It was meta. I liked it. This shit was dope, bro.
Yeah, I liked it, man. It was a great movie. And whoever's watching this video, you better check it out, man. Because in my streaming, I couldn't even. It was being streamed so much. Like I had when I hit the rewind button, it would not rewind in time.
For real?
It was all over the place, dude. It was streaming that much to like rewinding, fast forward. It was.
Yeah. I told you that happened with me with that Kongzilla movie, and he tried to say it was my internet.
Hey, that was your internet, bro. Because my shit was.
I
was watching from my Xbox.
Download.
I was watching from my Xbox, and that shit was straight.
Just do yourself a favor. Fast forward until you see LeBron getting thrown into somewhere. And then hit play. Just forget about the first 20 minutes of the movie, or else you may hang yourself before you even get to the good part.
I ain't gonna lie. The first 20 minutes, man, I was on my phone, dude. I was like, oh, hell, bro.
I was like, if this whole movie is like this, I'm about to throw my TV out the window, bro. Look, I'm about to have a spasm and just throw it out the window.
I was worried at first because the first part is like it's his two sons that they're practicing. One is really serious about it. The son that's in the movie the most, he's more of a game coder, a game designer. I couldn't get the words out. Words are hard. But then when LeBron came out and was like, "No, son, you gotta play basketball. You gotta take it serious. It's me, LeBron James, the dad." And I'm like, dude, do some funny shit, bro. Like it did say like when he said ball and then the ball hit his brother in the head. That shit was funny. But that was it. That was the last funny part until he gets into the Toon world and shit. But I want to see more of this shit, bro. Like even one thing I wish that they would have did better was the people in the background. Like they had Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin, but it was these people look like cosplayers and shit. They look like motherfuckers that
you'll see on Broadway.
Yeah, Broadway or fucking Comic-Con and shit. It was cool. Like it would have been cool if they didn't have such a close up on them. One that did look pretty good was the Penguin from Batman Returns.
The Joker, the Jack Nicholson Joker looked pretty good too.
I seen all three. No, I seen Jack Nicholson Joker, the 70s Joker, and Joaquin Phoenix's Joker in there. And I didn't see Jared Leto's Joker. I guess they're just trying to wipe this dude out of DC history. But there was a lot of Easter eggs in there, man. And shit, I saw Space Ghost, fucking like all those old ass Hanna-Barbera cartoons, like the little barbarian dude with the Gleep and Gloop looking motherfuckers. They was in there, bro. Everybody was in this motherfucking movie, dog.
Besides Pep, my boy.
You know what?
Pep.
Yeah, let's bring that up, the Pepe Le Pew, because even though you clearly can see that he's supposed to be in the Casablanca world, it didn't really faze me. And it didn't even faze me that he wasn't even in the lineup.
Nah.
I know Squares was like really up at arms about say Pepe Le Pew, but bro, I don't think he could have really add to what they had going on anyways, bro.
What the hell Yosemite Sam doing the damn movie?
Bro, hey, wait, hold on. Yosemite Sam. All right, that big hairy motherfucker. I forgot that big hairy monster. But then when I forgot who did it, they pulled his ass hair off his butt and they put on his face and act like that was Yosemite Sam. Bro, that shit was
Porky the Pig did that, I believe.
Yeah. I bust out laughing, dog. I said, did he just rip his ass hair off and just slap it on his face?
There was more comedy in this movie and more jokes in this movie than the last movie.
Yeah, and that's why I think I like this one more than the first one. I hate to even say it or even try to think about it, but it had
it's up there. It
had a lot of jokes in here, bro. And it wasn't even just jokes about like cartoon jokes. It was just jokes like they were making fun of everything in fucking Warner Brothers history and shit.
I guess I like the villain from the first one so much better than the second one. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
you have that mindset. You already got your mindset. This is not gonna be the first one. You said that from the beginning. You said from the beginning.
You did say it from the beginning. You did say it from the beginning.
This ain't gonna be as good as the first one.
You did say it from the jump.
I don't feel like I was wrong. But two, like, why Don Cheadle? If you're gonna pick a villain for a movie, why is it Don Cheadle? Like, what? Like,
I mean, I can agree with you.
Straight. He was straight. He was straight.
Because you have to look beyond the fact that this is a children's movie. One, and two is like, how can I say it? Don Cheadle, he's supposed to be his character is supposed to be a campy AI. Even from the jump, he was kind of campy. Like he was really optimistic that LeBron was gonna get down with the algorithm and do the shit. But then, like, I don't know. I expected his character to kind of be campy up until the end. I kind of figured he was gonna do like Frieza, this is my final form kind of shit. When shit wasn't going his way. But it was okay, like with the way that he was acting. I'm not expecting an Oscar-worthy performance from for these kids.
Is really anybody expecting an Oscar from this movie? This is like scripts with Mortal Kombat.
With Mortal Kombat,
it was the same way with Mortal Kombat.
That is different because Don Cheadle is an amazing actor, and he gave it a half-ass.
No cap. Okay, no cap. He is an amazing actor. You know,
it's a whole different thing.
But this is it's a whole. Dude, this is a movie not targeted for you. You know what I mean?
It's not. But damn, they could have.
I think my son would love it.
Have you guys seen the show IT?
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it though.
If they would have got that dude, man, that dude is funny. He's campy. He's personable, but he can play a bad guy. Like I've seen him in as a bad guy in a few movies. It would have been better. I think better casting.
But I don't but this is like, how many times have they teased the Iron Giant in the movie, bro? They just need to go ahead and make another Iron Giant movie, bro.
Basically,
with Brad Garrett as the voice again.
I don't. Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel was.
Yeah, that's true. Wow,
bro. And speaking of that, like when LeBron was trying to get his team ready, but Bugs was actually sabotaging them the whole time because he was trying to get his friends back.
Yeah. Like
when they went to DC World.
That shit was funny.
That shit was funny as shit. And they were actually in the animated world like with Batman and Superman. They even went through fucking Gotham when it's just like red and black and shit.
I'm Robin. Like what?
And he wasn't just Robin, but he was like old school Robin.
Yeah.
With the shorts.
Hell? How am I Robin?
I liked it, bro. I liked this movie, though. It was good.
Yeah.
Each I'll say it again. All these little worlds that they went to, they just need to do like a skit show just off these different worlds.
Animaniacs, man, Animaniacs multiverse thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was Animaniacs, like with the big time people, with big time cartoons.
I mean, Animaniacs was doing that in their original show with all the cameos. You know what I'm saying? So just do an Animaniacs animated movie like that and.
Well, they got the new Animaniacs. It's on Hulu,
and it's funny as shit.
It is. It's funny, bro. It's like you know how Animaniacs always. It's like the Saturday Night Live. It's like the SNL of cartoons.
Yeah.
So they'll talk about like current topics. At the time when 45 was in office, there's a lot of jokes about him. That's in there. This Animaniacs is good, bro. They ain't skip a beat. But like even before the first trailer the only trailer that popped up before the movie started was that Looney Tunes season 2 is starting. It's out now, so I'm about to go start watching that because season 1 was pretty good. So
yeah, and then the dude that was doing the voice of Daffy now does the voice of Bugs too, the Asian guy, right?
The Filipino dude.
Yeah,
I need to know his name
because it was the older white dude that was doing the voice of Bugs in the movie, but I believe he's doing it for.
One. Yeah, with the reboot, they went with the Filipino voice actor.
Yeah,
I forgot the dude's name. But he did a good job, bro. Like all the voice actors did a good job. LeBron could have. They could have did a better script for LeBron or something, or better writing or something.
Bro, when Wile E. Coyote puts his tail in the damn ice bath when it's on fire, he's like, "Don't ask."
Yeah.
It should have me laughing.
But yeah, I liked it, bro. I liked it. That's my final say on it.
Yeah, it wasn't from the trailers. I thought it was gonna be bad. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was gonna be bad.
I'm not gonna lie. The first 20 minutes is one of the worst 20 minutes I've ever seen of any movie.
That's the one thing we can agree on is that the first
20 minutes was bad.
It was bad. If anything, that I learned from this movie was that do not trust AI because fucking artificial intelligence is going to be the death of all of us.
Yep.
Hey, what you also say, Black? This movie taught you that the real world sucks.
Hell yeah, that's what it taught me. Because that first 20 minutes was hot garbage. It was not good at all. I was like, man, I want to be in the fake world and deal with that shit. That shit was more fun. So there, I learned two things from that. Mm-hmm. Don't trust AI, and the real world sucks.
And the Michael B. Jordan part was dope.
Oh, bro, we didn't get to that. Bro, that shit was funny. They played the Bulls walkout music.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, is it him? But then when it got close, when his shadow got closer, I said, that's not Michael Jordan, bro. That's
ain't no bald ass head.
Hey, that motherfucker was Michael B. Jordan. He said, hey, man, we're looking for Michael A. Jordan. You got B. Jordan?
He was like, hey, man, I was going to the restroom, and this guy pulled me.
And then he tried to give him a speech. He was like, no.
Get your ass out of here.
Anybody got any other final words or negative stuff to say?
Oh, calling you Scripps.
Hey, I ain't got nothing else to say about this movie, but watch Loki. That's all I gotta say. Shit.
Oh,
hey. Well, don't listen to this hater, man.
Hey.
I would give this movie a 7.5.
Yeah.
7.5 sounds right. Just because it's the first 20 minutes of it, and it was really like be a good dad. I mean, not to say that you should not be a good dad. Everybody should be a good dad, but it was just kind of, it was more to that PSA kind of shit. I wasn't really feeling it. But yeah, welcome to the Space Jam, bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, I give it a 7. I'll say a 7.
If it wasn't for that first 20 minutes, I'd give it a 7, but I give it a 6.
I respect that, and I agree to disagree.
I give it a 7. It's just cause the way I'm talking is probably better in Space Jam 1, but my mindset is like, I don't know how it could be better in Space Jam 1.
I'm gonna give it another watch, and then I'll really make that decision. I'll give it another watch, and then I'm gonna skip the first 20 minutes, and then I'll watch it again. But so far, that's my score, bro. I'm digging.
So we got 7, 7.5, and a 6,
and a hating ass 6.
Somebody's got to be the Simon Cowell, right? Like it's like,
and yeah. Also, I want to put this one part in there where it was good as hell was having Ernie Johnson in there.
Yeah.
When I saw Ernie Johnson, I was expecting to see I thought I was seeing Shaq, Charles, and Kenny, but Ernie, dude, he was funny. He was funny too. Ernie Johnson, Little Real, and they played their parts too.
They played their part real good.
Yeah, it was dope, man. I get it. Movie was good. Anybody that's thinking of watching it need to watch it. If you ain't got HBO Max, make sure you go to the theaters. If you got HBO Max, make sure you watch on HBO Max.
And that's the bottom line.
Hey, and should I say our quick little motto before we get on out?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, just know you do not need no 4-year degree to be a graduate. As long as you better yourself every day, just know you're a graduate. And yeah, you might say we're unintelligent, but you need to come to realization that this is our show. We're the Unintelligent Graduates, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.